Welcome, welcome, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for being here with us today. I am the goddess of radical self-love, and this is MECA, Make Everyone Count Always. We are a support network for radical self-love and self-care, with focused attention on our community's most vulnerable. Yes, here at Radical Self-Love. As experts of radical self-love, our love for ourselves pours out in a genuine way to those who are our most vulnerable in our communities, care receivers, and those who care for them, caregivers. When we understand and know that our community's most vulnerable and valuable, and those who care for them, yes, are valued and supported, we all can rest assured that we are valued and supported as well. So our community does everything in its power to support others who are struggling, right? And right now, no matter how you look at it, our community's care receivers and those who care for them, caregivers, are definitely struggling the most within terms of, well, every aspect of life, really. Yes, their needs are going unmet, care receivers and caregivers. So we're here to support them in every way we can. Yes. So we all are caregivers and care receivers. So we all give care and we all receive care. So our attention really is dramatically focused on those who have challenges, disabilities, and who have to struggle every day. So who don't have to, but do. And those that care for them, making sure their needs are all met, right? So we can go up the ascension ladder and not be stuck on our root chakra physiological needs or our sacral chakra, our safety and security needs, right? Yes, that is what we do together. So today's Master Manifestation Monday or Magic Monday, yay! Thank you so much to all our new subscribers. I am so excited. Thank you so much for helping grow our channel. Yes, and thank you so much. I am so grateful. We are the Conscious Queen and I are so grateful. And all of our spiritual guides are very excited that you all are liking, sharing, and donating, helping us reach as many individuals who need radical self-love, right? And self-care, to become experts in radical self-love and experts in self-care and experts in master manifestation. I don't know why this happens every single time I am doing, nobody's called me all day. No, but right when it's like, yes, that's what we need. We need you guys to help more spread our channel, obviously. That's why we're getting a call in the middle of it. Yes, ding, 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 ding. Yes, why are you not paying attention, Conduit? That's what I'm hearing. I'm paying attention, okay? Sorry. It's not all about you, which is what we're going to talk about on Walk and Roll Away Wednesday. I already have it ready. Yes, I do. So we're going to start out with, I already pulled the card. And our Voodoo Tarot. Now don't get all freaked out. We have number 12, which adds up to still a 3, a divine 3, right? Like 3. Yes. If you can't see, it's divine, right? Blended family, on earth as in heaven, right? So, me, myself, and I. So let's say, how else can I say this in a non... Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's a good way. So, let's say, yes, 12, 3, 63, 9. I love numerology. I love 6 and 3. Sorry I'm taking so long today. So we have, I'll bring it up. Zombie. Again, with the snake around the waist, which we're going to talk a little bit, obviously, about the snake that never sheds today, my book, my memoir, since it's Master Manifestation Monday. So yeah, I have to talk about these things so you guys can see how I manifest, so you know that it works, right? So it's pretty amazing, and we all have to remember divine timing is always at play. So even if things seem like they're taking longer, that's just because we're putting them in our human timeline and not the fact that time is not linear, especially when you're talking about divinity helping, right? The universe helping. There's no timeline there. So, zombies, sacrifice, the hanged man, which is kind of ironic for this week, right? It is the day after Easter. Yes, and we won't go into the whole history of Easter, but I did have a huge download that we can talk about for a second after this, if I remember, because you guys know how I am. I'll start on one thing and just right into the other. Yes. The will has left. Purpose has fled. Nothing moves within the head. Nothing moves through stagnant emptiness. Quiet. Water drips on rank stone. I totally forgot. I wonder if you guys can hear me even. Well, we'll see how it works since, yeah, I'm not using my mic. Sorry. Quiet. Water drips on rank stone. All is decay. Footsteps sound. You guys can't even see this, so I'm not going to hold it up. Footsteps sound leading nowhere. Here the dark will not come and light will not shine. Here actions know neither success nor failure. Conclusion is forgotten in numb repetition. The spider has lost its way on the web. Mechanically, it moves in circles as the strands vibrate in a thin, dull wind. There are at least 2 distinct forms of the zombie in voodoo, just as there are 2 forms or types of sacrifice within esoteric tradition. Sacrifice may be enforced or voluntary. In motivation, external or internal. The sacrifice of the type of zombie depicted in this card is, enforced, decreed by an external agent. This is the act of transgression par excellence. The victim helplessly witnesses his or her own death and then continues to live that death. This is perfect for what we're going to talk about with my download, how this leads right into exactly what I had told to me. The zombie may be created by the voodooist as an act of vengeance for service, or to serve as an example to those who would deeply transgress and strain the bonds of community. To create is to bring something forth from nothing. With the zombie, nothing is brought forth from something. Critical in the making of the zombie is the capture of the victim's T-bondage, small good angel. The T-bondage enables personality to take hold and manifest. When the T-bondage is captured, the roots of the will are thrust into a slavery that burns like acid. The aspect of this card is a woman standing on a slave block within the green mire of a swamp. Her head is thrown back and her arms are thrust open to the heavens in desperation. Just out of the reach, the T-bondage angel swirls around her head in the form of a mist. Yeah, I'm like going through a little, I remember seeing myself in this position. Somebody, the snake, is wrapped around her waist in promise of possible salvation. The snake that never sheds, possible salvation. For me, everyone's is different, right? What we think is holding us back, all the pain and suffering, our story, or what we've been told is our story, can actually be our salvation. The zombie's mouth has also been sewn shut using a snake as the thread. The subtitle of the book is She Will Be Heard. So allowing the snake to shed releases the snake from the mouth. She will be heard. Shutting the zombie off from the healing power of naming. The card's attributes include a form of sacrifice that is externally motivated. What are you willing to sacrifice in order to be you, to manifest the life you want? What in your life are you not living that's genuine to who you really are? To sacrifice is to literally sanctify, to make sacred. What is made sacred by the zombie? Perhaps it is death and the will itself, which the zombie sanctifies in perverse reflection. The shape of the zombie is cast not in light or shadow, it is outcast, or is an outcast, right? Outcasts are the ones typically who become the leaders, or those society ends up following. It's the strength that is built after years of fighting for your voice, for your right to exist, for your thoughts to be heard, your creativity to be expressed, your true you. Perhaps it is death and the will itself which the zombie sanctifies and preserve perverse reflection. The shape of the zombie is cast not in light or shadow, it is outcast. Mhm. Contemplation, what rides within the body when the will is lost? What holds the reins? Hmm. Who is supporting you when you're not supporting yourself? I guess I'm talking about our higher self, our energy agents that you cannot possibly see but only feel. Some may see them. Yeah, our ancestors, our guardian angels, animal, totems, spirits, source, master teachers, ascended teachers, right? Divination, sacrifice, externally motivated and enforced. Question of will and the questioning of will cause resolve to decay and failure of the spirit and or body. Yes, thank you so much, zombie. I think so much of the ick we feel a lot of times is like still so much 3D programming. Hello, see, works. So being able to meditate and do our self-care, constant radical self-love, breaking off from others' opinions of us, the need for acceptance and validation from others, constant forgiveness, compassion, gentleness for the self allows you to release the bonds of and the grips of the lower 3 chakras, our physiological needs, obviously, which we go back to when we're not getting what we need in our, let's say, our community, right? We're not getting what we need from the outside. That's why radical self-love is so important, because if we look for love on the outside, if we're constantly looking for validation and love from the outside and we're not getting what we need, we will reach down into that lower level realm of our root chakra, and start having obsessive compulsive needs through there, like trying to meet our higher needs or forget about them. So that could be showing in like, well, any of like the 7 sins, right? Deadly sins or whatever. So we could talk about a lot of addictions. Yeah. So, and self-sabotage, right? Because we're not feeling worthy of others' love. So we will self-sabotage the self. So it all starts within, loving the self. Let your love for yourself flow out then unto others. And so you release then the need for something from them. And and what you get from them will all be genuine. It won't be, I'm only doing this for something in return, right? I used to do a lot of that. Like, I used to do a lot of really great things for a lot of people. Anytime I went somewhere, I saw something that reminded me of someone, I'd have to get it for them. Why? Was it because I cared about them so much, or was it because I wanted them to do the same for me in return, to think of me when they were not in my presence, right? So now I think of me, right? And I don't give as many things. I give my time, right? So, and my time is very valuable right now. And most people who know me very well know that my time is extremely valuable right now because I am working so hard on a lot of different things that will help a lot of people, right? Myself, first and foremost, you have to be the center no matter what. Whatever you're doing, like, you have to be doing it for you, and then it will come out, right? The love for you, and then it pours out. So let's go in the download quick because we have other stuff to talk about. So the download with Easter being yesterday was about BC, right? How can we say that again now? BC, before consciousness, right? And, oh geez, I wish the conscious queen was here because we talked all about it. AD. Once we reach consciousness, right? You can say Christ consciousness. A lot of people say that, but it's consciousness in general, because if you look at any of our master ascended teachers, they all went through this. So, consciousness, you're awake. Now what? Right? You have to go through a certain death or sacrifice to reach the other side. It's kind of like the snake that never sheds in some ways. Once you reach a level of consciousness, you start letting go. You do, or the universe will assist you, right? In letting go or sacrificing what is no longer needed, which we talk about on Walk and Roll Away Wednesdays, right? And the more that you sacrifice, and sometimes they're the hardest things ever. Like, well, I talked to one of my friends about this yesterday, actually, or 2 days ago. What he wants, right? And all the people that are standing in the way of what he wants, even though he knows what he wants is the right thing for everyone, right? And I did the exact same thing and had to go up up against the exact same people, which it sucks. It's not easy. Like, it's not easy making sacrifices and understanding that that may be some of your most intimate relationships, even with your children. You have to be prepared to understand that not everybody is going to cheer you on when it means that you're affecting their life. You're affecting who they see you as, right? You may be affecting everything in their life, making their life change completely. And it's not what everybody wants. And especially, let's say, in my case, and his case, I would say, since they're opposites, like in my case, we're talking about boys, my younger sons. In his case, we're talking about a girl, right? And they're the ones that are having the most problems are Oh, I really want to take this, but so when you're talking about opposite sexes and then the age group as well, so you always have to put it in a psychological perspective. So don't get emotionally drawn into it. So let go of the attachment to your emotions over your choices. So when you know you're doing what's best for you, it does mean that you're going to have to allow for others to have pain at times. And it's not, you know, don't be worried that you're making some weird karma. This is like a lifelong, strong lesson for them. If you were to say back down from your own dreams, goals, and desires, what are you teaching your children? To sacrifice their dreams, goals, and desires. You're sacrificing possibly a relationship in that moment of time, that type of relationship, for a stronger relationship later. And it may take some years. Who knows? It might never happen. But let me tell you this. Even if they're going through parental, alienation, where the other one's talking trash, which happens all the time, and especially if the other one, let's say, is in a better financial position, they might have more control, okay? Release the control. By following what your dreams, goals, and desires are, what's right for you, walking your true path, through your own knowing, through what you have learned from meditation, what you've been told, how you're feeling about your life, right? You're ready to go in a different direction. You're showing them that this is what they can do for themselves, and you will be there to support them in their dreams, passion, goals, and desires, in their choices of what feels right and good for them. Whether or not they're a part of your life eventually because you've made them so emotionally distraught over your decision, that cannot be your basis of what to do. Do you understand? So I'm like, do you understand? Like, you're going to tell me. I'm like, maybe we should start doing these live. So basically, yes. You cannot base your wants and needs on anyone's reaction. If they're in line with your true purpose and will of what is divinely guided to you from you with your, I mean, some of you may not realize like there is someone guiding you and helping you to make these decisions, but there is. And I mean, whether you might not believe that, so, whatever, it's all up to you, but whether it's just your own path or not, being able to be a strong representative in your own life shows your kids, your children, and society that you're not going to be someone you're not just to fit in or get their approval, love, and acceptance. And you're going to be willing to walk through whatever fire you have to in order to make that happen. You're going to sacrifice and sanctify whatever it is that you need to. Sacrificing that old relationship is sanctifying it. Right? And allowing for a new, different, better, more relationship to replace it, even with the same person. but you have to allow for time. And obviously compassion. Hear them out. Listen to them. See the world through their eyes, right? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So, so with the death, there is a rebirth. And that period, the death period between consciousness, which isn't easy going through consciousness. It's not easy. Like waking up and seeing the world for what it is. Like, you may not be happy with the person you're with. It may all be a lie. You may not be happy in your career. It may all be a lie. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to live the rest of your life living a lie? Or are you going to grow some boobies? Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not trying to be mean, men. No. I understand. You all have also been programmed into this. Ugh. It's just all confusing. I know. Like, I see it. I get it. But there is a different choice in a different way. So, the death period. Make sure you are doing your self-care. You can rest. You can take tough time. You can go on walks. Walking and being out in nature is so healing because you're grounding yourself, right? And doing everything. My earth angel told me he ate cookies this weekend out of self-care. Do what makes you feel good. Just don't, the whole thing is balance. You can have a couple cookies. Just don't eat the whole package. It's like there is a fine line between doing what feels good and self-sabotage, right? So it's always making sure you're balanced. And you can constantly, that's why, again, meditation will help because balance, it brings balance. Then you don't overdo it, right? Yes. So we have the death period and then we're reborn, right? So there's different books, right? With the snake that never sheds. It's the snake that never sheds, she will be heard. Then the snake that never sheds, the monsters within. And then the snake that never sheds, forgot what the third one is called right now. Ecdysis, the shedding of the snake. And the fourth one, the free mermaid. Yes. I went from a snake to a mermaid. They both have scales. I was just out of my water element when I was a snake. And I was made to feel bad for my emotions. That I was what are they called? A drama queen? A crybaby? Crazy? Like all these horrible terms that we give people who express their emotions. And then we're telling men to go ahead and express your emotions now when they've been taught that the women are crazy for doing it. Why would they want to? Why would you want to express your emotions when you've been told all this time that women are unbalanced because of it? Contradiction from society? Yeah. So now we're ready to step into our new shoes or swim into our new scales. Yep. Rise, 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 right? That's what we're taught. That's what Easter is all about. Rising, the death of the old, consciousness, death, rise. You are reborn. All of that is dead. The past. It's over. It's gone. Now you are a conscious creator. What do you want to do? What do you want your life to look like? That's why today is Master Manifestation Mondays. Yes, because Sundays we're reborn. Sunday, let your sun out, right? Let your sun out. Let it shine. Be you. Be you. We can start over every day. We can start over every week. We can start over whenever we want. And don't base anything around your starting over on your outside influences that are trying to hold you back into that old person and tell you that's who you are. I'm not that person. I'm not the snake that never sheds anymore. I give her all the credit in the world. She's a warrior. She's within me. She is. I've been talking to her. I've been leading her since she was just a little baby, telling her to keep going, that I'm right here. She will be me. Who told you that? Is it you right now, or is it you tomorrow? Is it you right now, or is it you whenever you make the decision to rise? And let the world see who you really are. Let me see who you really are. Yes, moving on. So, my week, right? Oh, I just wanted to say quick. So, Master Manifestation Mondays. Oh, I forgot my spray. Did I? Nope. So, I have our double full moon Master Manifestation Mist ready for you for prosperity. We have one. Peace, we have one, and love, and you can get all three at a discount if you would like. Yes, I will have those listed for you in our description. And I was going to go over the breathing bracelets and our different crystals. These ones are for some friends of mine in Holland. My girlfriend out there needed to be able to speak her truth to her children. Yes, who else needs to be able to do that to their children, bosses, friends, family, right? And she had some issues running away from her problems, which is kind of the same thing. So we have adventuring, the manifester, good luck, manifestation, optimistic, green, right? For the heart chakra, tangerine quartz is an excellent crystal to use when you're working with issues of the inner self. Sorry, I just got that messed up. The adventuring, right? And I don't think I said much about that. No, we're moving on then, I guess, to the tangerine quartz. It is an excellent crystal to use when working with the issues of the inner self. It's sacral chakra and solar plexus. And then we have the turquoise stone of communication. Turquoise stones have been used in jewelry for thousands of years. It is said to harness esoteric powers and has been the talisman for kings, warriors, and shamans. To this day, some Native American Indians believe it holds spiritual healing powers. Tips for using turquoise: wear or carry turquoise to impart leadership qualities. So basically, I give a whole rundown of what each stone means that I have made the bracelet out of for your symptoms, and then I meditate with it for a week for all the 7 different chakras for balancing, and then I send it to you. Yes. The turquoise is blue and for the throat chakra. Yes, and tiger's eye, light and dark brown, and root and sacral, right? Protection, clear thinking, personal empowerment, integrity, willpower, practicality, grounding power, courage, and grace. A stone of protection. Tiger eye may also bring good luck to the wearer. It has the power to focus the mind, promoting mental clarity, assisting us to resolve problems objectively and unclouded by emotions. Particularly useful for healing psychosomatic illnesses, dispelling fear and anxiety, useful for recognizing one's own needs in relation to the needs of others, balancing yin and yang, and energizing the emotional body. Tiger's eye stabilizes mood swings and increases our willpower, purpose, courage, and self-confidence, and releases tensions. Tiger's eye I don't know what that means. Treats eyes, throats, and reproductive organs, releases toxins, alleviates pain, is helpful in repairing broken bones and strengthening the alignment of the spinal column. That's really more of for her husband who has back issues. So one is for her husband and one is for her. And hematite, we have smoky quartz for the throat. Hematite is for the root. Yes. Oh, the aventurine, since I didn't get to read anything on that. Wearing aventurine regularly heals the back as well as your heart. Aventurine wearers throughout history claim that the crystal increases their stamina and provides vitality to the back. And black onyx. So black onyx is shielding and grounding crystal that keeps psychic attacks away. Black onyx works best when used with the hematite crystals. So I wear black onyx all the time. I have for years on my chest. Yes, I have had many experiences with psychic attacks with, yes, vampires, emotional vampires, which we discuss often. And let's see, this week, what am I doing? Get your planners out and make your plan for your self-care. That is the most important and number one step, period. So I have tub time every day. And I believe I will have some community events. Friday, I believe that I may be doing Freaky Friday with my friend Steven, our friend Steven, which he's been on the show before. And walks as well, but right now it's cold and rainy. So that will have to wait till tomorrow. So this week I am making my website on Amazon Authors site, right? So you can come see me there. I'll let you know when I'm done. And marketing my book, which I'm still waiting for Amazon. The first one was, the ebook is done, but I want to release them at the same time, and they don't like the fact that I have Goddess of Radical Self-Love and my name is the author. So I'd rather choose Goddess of Radical Self-Love if I have to, but that means I'm pushing both books out further. I know. It's so hard to figure out what to do, and like it really drives me crazy how much money they're taking out of my work, but it really doesn't matter because it's really for all of you anyway, to help in your own growth and understanding that you're not alone if you've gone through any of these horrible and transformative issues of, you know, abuse and banishment, shading, I don't know, just being treated like absolute shit. Yeah, pretty much everything is in the book. You can relate. So you can relate. Everyone can relate to at least one part of the book, okay? I left no one out. I mean, the universe left no one out, and it gets even better. So the second book, if you can't find where you fit in the first book, you'll find where you fit in the second book. If you can't find where you fit in the second book, you'll definitely find where you fit in the third book. And now we're in the fourth book right now. So you all are part of the fourth book. Yay! The Free Mermaid, or the Goddess of Radical Self-Love, which is a free mermaid. Yeah, I am. Don't mind the legs. Yeah, they're an illusion. So, what else? Oh, yes. On our website, our new website, because I'm having our new website built from the computer concierge who I'm working for as well, or with. So if you need any computer issues resolved, hardware, software, whatnot, he is there for you. You can contact us and you will be able to talk to me on the phone to schedule an appointment. Yes, we work together to support each other. That's how it's done now. Sharing economics. Whoop, whoop. So we're building on my website, at least, intuitive, radical self-love counseling and self-care counseling, master manifestation, intuitive counseling, right? So it's not only about my knowledge, but all of my friends and helpers in other realms that we can trust and believe. Because they keep telling me to trust and believe, so you might as well trust and believe them too. And we're scheduling or building that so we can have, calls, personalized videos, live video chats, and also scheduling your one-on-one visits in person if you would like, and any group invitations you would like me to be at for your community events. Yes. So that's all fun. So basically today and forevermore, make the decision to choose you. That's the Master Manifestation lesson for the day. If you would like any of our double full moon, Master Manifestation Mist, double Libra full moon, yes, with rains as well, because I left our bats out last night, and it's ready to go to bring you whatever you want to manifest in your life. So, prosperity, peace, and love potion, mist, yeah, and crystal breathing bracelets. So you can email me at, I think it's goddessofradicalselflove.net. I don't know. I'll just put the email in the thing. I don't know. The conscious queen takes care of this crap. Oh my God. Yes. Anyway, thank you all for being here today. And yes, we will definitely, dance it out. Love you all so much. See you tomorrow on our Self-Transformation Tuesday. We also have our meditation after this if you would like to revisit. From A Course in Miracles, or what I like to call deprogramming. And tomorrow's lesson on self-transformation is with the Prophet. Okay, how's your friends' work? How about you? Love you all. Have a great day.